As I stand here before you, not knowing what to say, I want to escape.
When I grow up, I'm not exactly sure what I want to be. I want to be an actor. I want to be a performer. Musical theater is obviously a big passion of mine. But I love writing. I really love writing, and I don't know if I'm really good at it. But I really love to write, and I certainly love to direct.
So Mad World is a show written by me, Steven Schmidt, and my best friend Christian Guerrero, and it's about the life of Lewis Carroll, the man who wrote Alice in Wonderland, or otherwise known as Charles Dodgson.
In your character, out yourself. Place is Victorian England, 1851. Who are you? What is your name? Where do you come from? Who is Charles Dodgson? Who is Henry Liddell? Are you of money or not? I want this all going! Who are you?
I was Mr. Whalen's drama student for 4 years. I was in his program, I was in his advanced production class for 3 years, and I was in shows, and I did a lot of crew, and I was just really involved in his program. And around senior year, me and my friend Steven decided that we wanted to write our own show. And so we did, and I also wanted to direct it.
We were just out to lunch one day, and I forgot which one of us, who sort of started the idea, but we said basically just like, hey, we should write an original musical, and we should just write it. And I don't know, about a lot of other friendships and, how exactly they work, but I mean, that kind of, I don't know. I don't think very many friendships would just feel comfortable to just go, let's do something on a large scale.
I remember one day I thought, the guy who wrote Alice in Wonderland must have been really crazy. So I started looking up Lewis Carroll's life.
But then Christian researched it one day, and there were just so many amazing, just little mysteries about his life that are really unknown, and so many interesting events that are fact, and just the whole Alice in Wonderland world and its public perception, and just the mystery surrounding his life. It just was so amazing that we had so much to base off of, but at the same time so much to create around and to explore.
At first it was a completely different idea. The first idea he told me was about like people in New York or something like that. I think it was like a Rent knockoff. Sorry, but it was like a Rent knockoff. And then he came up to me, a couple weeks later. He's like, "Nah, I changed it. It's about Alice in Wonderland." And I was like, "What? Alice in Wonderland? No one is gonna want to see a show about Alice in Wonderland. I can just watch the movie."
I was terrified. I don't really know anybody that wasn't terrified. We didn't know what to expect at all. Christian and Steven were very secretive because they were so excited about the story. They didn't really want to tell anyone much of what they had. The scenes that we read were really fantastic. But I was so scared still. I just remember being terrified, but I remember being really, really excited.
However, we don't want to rely on miracles, okay? Because we have talent that is going to override that.
I remember I was, sitting around and I was hearing more and more about, the show itself, and it was evolving, like right in front of us, and the ideas were like being bounced off different people, and soon it wasn't just a show about Alice in Wonderland, it was a show about the character, the writer of it.
I want every single page of that journal torn to pieces.
Okay, good. Instead of just putting out your hand and saying, give it back, reach for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, reach for it. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Each night had a different lead cast. It was insane.
Just that triple casting experience was, the rehearsal process of that was really, really interesting, but it was also insane and ridiculous in the way that we had basically had to rehearse for 3 different shows within a couple of weeks.
So I had the great fortune of working with lots of different people. Everybody's different. Everybody has different interpretations of the parts, and it was a really great experience for me. Especially when showtime came for the second Mad World. I had an opportunity to work with both Charleses. I worked with Christian and Ethan, who are very different. Mad World was very stressful. In one word, it would be stress.
Oh, you have to stay here so I can say move down.
If you don't care for tea, you could at least make casual conversation.
Move down, move down, move down!
Let's not be silly. What a small world it is. Master!
Imagine just one birthday a year.
When you can have 364 unbirthdays. Now blow the candles out, my dear, and make your wish come true. Ah, Maddie, Maddie,
For some reason, we kind of crave pressure. We kind of crave working under the going to school from 7 o'clock to 3 o'clock, not really getting a break, and then going to rehearsal until 6 or 7 or 8 at night.
How you feeling?
Christian's more stressful.
You're so what?
Which is very stressful.
We had a misunderstanding. It's fine. It's no one's fault.
We just feel really bad now. Because now you're mad. So, Christian Guerrero. I personally believe he is a superhero because he was so busy during the whole process of this show. It was like watching it, he was doing directing, writing, and he was also playing 2 different roles in the show. And it was just so much to handle for him.
You know half your lines.
I don't know half my lines.
Well, learn them.
I'm in the process, slowly but surely.
He definitely knew what he wanted. He was very determined. He definitely had in mind what he expected from the show and what he expected of us. And speaking from my point of view, that definitely made it a lot easier on me to get through the process.
It's kind of hard to ask, like, what are we gonna do tomorrow? Because I don't even think they knew most of the time.
I can't even believe that I know a person in real life that writes like that. I have no idea how he does it. I could listen to Mad World music all the time. Every time we learned a new song, every time we listened to a new song, I was astounded, and I never got tired of them in rehearsals. I mean, sometimes that happens during a show.
I remember the last week being literally insane.
Slept in 4 days, but I haven't showered in 6.
Is that real, or are you just making that up?
That's real.
Katie, do the creepy smile. Okay, so today's challenge is to successfully run through the show with the Cheshire Cast and not screw up. This is the first time we've run everything together.
Yeah, he was my friend.
He wasn't your friend, he was your project.
How dare you?
I'm just...
Thanks for the dress.
I hate you, Alice!
Hello.
I'm Henry Liddell. I'm 21 years old. I attend Oxford and my family lives in the countryside.
Hello, I'm Charles Dodson. I'm 19 years old. I attend Oxford as well, and my parents died when I was a child.
Marry me.
I don't know what to say. Edith!
So that was the first full run through of Act 1. How was that?
It was okay. I know there's a song I have to learn. And
there's a couple songs you have to learn.
And there's 2 days until the production.
It went pretty well. I had a few line mess ups, but it actually went a lot better than I thought it would.
I am frustrated with myself because I don't have all my lines. So yeah.
Everyone was on edge. Specifically with my cast, because we had done it before, we weren't given as much time to work on stage, so I actually didn't get to run the second half at all until the night of the show.
Well, it's closing night, and we got a lot of people that we're expecting tonight.
I said this was the worst part of acting, is you have to put on a lot of hairspray.
The dumb stuff. After school.
Victorian England, we so cool.
We so cool.
15 minutes.
15 minutes. What is going through your mind?
I'm really nervous. But like once it starts, no, actually that's a lie. I'm gonna be nervous for the whole thing.
Everyone's freaked out the most in the last night. I'm just like ready. I just want to do it. This is it. I graduate in 2 months and I'm just ready. I'm ready to own.
I look around and, you know, it's like some of you I met this year and I'm so glad that I did because you're all very special. And some of you I've been doing shows with since the 7th grade. And this is kind of one of those last opportunities. So I will say that treasure it. Every moment tonight, you know, there's those opportunities that you get to tell people how much they mean to you, and tonight should be one of those nights. I'm very proud of all of you. I am so proud of every single one of you, and it doesn't matter what role you played, because in my head, you know, you wouldn't be in this show if I didn't think you were special and talented. You all mattered to this production. You all know how special this project was. We don't need to tell anyone else. No one else needs to understand, because we know what went on and how this came to be. And this doesn't happen. This doesn't happen. I love every single one of you. I need it all of you. So thank you, and break the lights out. Oh, places from the top. I love you.
We are sold out.
Yeah, everyone needs to be ready. Is everyone ready to go? You're running.
We're hoping that the next stop is Broadway for the show.
What did you think of the play?
I thought it was awesome, obviously.
Oh my gosh, like, what did I just see? That was incredible.
What do you think about it, Tyler?
Oh, I thought it was the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life. Sarcasm.
I have no words left.
No, I'm not being sarcastic at all.
So I had the pleasure of having Stephen and Christian in junior high school, and even in 7th and 8th grade, they were special and unique and had incredible talents and gifts. And this tonight just says it all. I can't believe 2 kids wrote and produced and wrote all the music and did all the direction and the lighting and everything else. I think you're incredible. I think you're amazing. I can't wait to see what they do next. I can't wait for them to go to Broadway and win a Tony and thank me.
We're singing!
I've watched this show like 5 times, and it's the greatest student-written play I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my God,
And it would not
not be possible at all without the wonderful music of Steven Schmidt. And of course, I bow down to this boy right here for playing, not only Charlie tonight, but Henry last night. He directed the show. He wrote the show. You saw him in Charlie's Aunt. You saw him in Waiting for Lefty. He was the one that co-directed with Steven Schmidt to get us our first win in musical theater at DCAS. I just can't say enough. I wouldn't be able to do this class without this young man. He is absolutely extraordinary and he will be sorely missed. Christian Guerrero.
We just, as a cast, want to thank Christian and Steven and Mr. Whalen as well for this amazing opportunity. We couldn't have done this without you guys, and we are so proud and we are so honored that we got to be a part of this. So thank you so much.
I'm not ready.
Bye, Matt.
That was awesome, guys. We did it. We did it. Thank you. I love you guys.
I have to get out of these costumes. Oh my god. We did not suck.
I love you, Christian.
I've always known I wanted to do this. I've always known, like, since I was really little, I want to be in theater, I want to be in entertainment, but that night, especially, when everyone stood up, I knew that there's really nothing I'd rather do than this. So, it was perfect. I wouldn't change one thing.
Fighting chance to be